Welcome back, Board Game Crusaders. Today we're going to be covering Zombies Roll Them Bones. For our Zombies fans out there who have played the Zombies game, that's Zombies with 3 exclamation points. There is a game called Zombies with 3 exclamation points. This may appeal to you, it may not, I don't know. This one's been on my radar for a while. I haven't been able to get it because I haven't been able to find much online for it, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to risk the $14, but what's $14, right? So I decided to go out and do it, and I know this isn't a review, but I wasn't a big fan of the Zombies game. I'm more of a Last Night on Earth fan, and I'm also not a real big fan of the Zombies Roll Them Bones game. More of a Zombie Die fan, if you're going to go that route. If you want a good dice rolling game, Dungeon Roll is by far the best I've seen so far, just for a quick dice roll game. But that's beside the point. Let's get into the game. Very simple. Each player chooses one of these spin down dials, sets their life total to 3, and sets the block to 1. The object of the game is to get your block to 16 before anybody else, and not to drop below 1. We'll kind of go over how that can happen here in a bit. You're also going to have these tokens. Whenever you roll one of these, if you were successful in meeting your zombie mark, you'll get to grab one of these, which, if you turn over, they'll have special abilities and effects, which are referenced on the quick cards here. I guess that's a good enough basic knowledge to go into the game. Very simple. You roll the 6-sided dice. That's how many zombies you have to kill to move to the next block. You roll the 6 zombie dice, and you see what you get. In this case, I was not successful because I had to roll 3 zombies and I only rolled 1. So in the case where I was not successful, all I do is move my health down. And again, if you move it down 2 more times, you are dead. I kind of wish they would have put a little skull right here, because if you get to 1, you're not dead yet until it moves beyond 1. So, a little skull right there, maybe draw one in on your cards. It's up to you. So let's try to go for another example. Let's say I rolled... Wow, I'm not rolling well. Let's say I rolled like this. What that would indicate is, since I did get 3 zombies, 1, 2, 3, I successfully made my challenge. If you successfully meet your challenge, then if you rolled any of the shotguns, blasts, or the pistols, you get to pick randomly one of the tokens from that set. So we get a shotgun blast that we get to choose for ourselves, and you get to keep that and use it when you want. I'm going to leave this up for just a second. Pause it here if you want to go over what the items do, and then pause it if you want to see what the event tokens do. The only thing that I can really say is I think they must have misprinted this, because to zombie kill, in the instructions it says for the grenade and the shotgun you add 1 to the zombie kill. So I don't know why having a grenade would mean you'd have to kill 5 zombies, and I don't know why you'd want to play that unless you're playing it on an opponent. But that's what they do. So maybe use a house rule where you get to subtract 2 or minus 2, or if you want to play it against an opponent, it's not very thematic to have a grenade that does you more bad than good. So, just another qualm I have with the game. But, anyway, back to this. So, this was actually a shotgun blast, so I gathered my token that I get to keep. Now, you can only have one of these and one of these in front of you at any given time. At the end of your turn, you can always discard one of these. Now, another thing it's not clear on is discard. Does it go away completely? Does it go back into the draw pile? Make your own house rule on that. I say go away completely. The game's only supposed to take about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how many players you have. But you can keep it till you use it, but then you can't draw any more of that style, or you can discard it at the end of your turn if you don't think you will use it. At any rate, after you've determined what goodies you get, and you've survived, you take the run tokens, and you move that many blocks. So since I was successful, I get to move 3 blocks, which puts me on block 4, because you start on block 1. Now, if it's not clear enough, that means you get 1 block, and if you see the one with 2 people, that means you get 2 blocks. Just as with the zombies, that means you get to kill 1 zombie, and somewhere around here indicates you get to kill 2 zombies. Let's just use this one. And yeah, that's the game in a really short format. Just notice now that not all the dice have equal sides. This one does not have one with 2 zombies, has one with 2 runners, which leads me to believe this one probably won't have 2 runners. So yeah, that's the way the dice work. Pretty interesting. Not the funnest, but you be the judge of that. Buy it if you want. It's only $14. Try it out. Maybe you'll have more fun with it than what I'm imagining.